Cygnus and the station now passing off the east coast of South America. The Cygnus XL making its debut for Northrop Grumman, 26 feet in length, capable of carrying more than 11,000 pounds of cargo, soon to become the second unpiloted cargo ship to arrive at the station in just 4 days.
Station, space to ground 2. Crew is ready for Cygnus approach to capture point.
And we copy. And station Cygnus is ready to proceed to the capture point. Expect approach to resume shortly.
Station copies.
Those words from Capcom Aaron Edwards here in Mission Control up to Zena Cardman in the cupola, notifying the crew that Cygnus, all of its systems in great shape, ready to begin its final approach for capture.
And Zena, just so you're tracking, we notice in Monitor 1 there's a bit of an exposure or overexposure. We're going to send a command to clear that up.
We copy and appreciate. That looks much better in Monitor 1. Thank you.
A great view of the Cygnus XL and the station's Canadarm2 robotic arm poised to begin moving in for a grapple. Capture about 13 minutes from now. The two vehicles flying in formation over the South Atlantic.
Station space to ground 2 for a Black Bravo call.
Send it, Zena.
Using Monitor 3, the light is in the corridor. The vehicle size matches the vehicle outline. The light is approximately 1/4 vehicle width aft and starboard of the circle, and the circle is in the center of the corridor. Monitors 1 and 3 match.
We copy. That's a good report, and you've got a same on Monitors 1 and 3.
Those reports from Zena Cardman confirming that Cygnus is aligned in the approach corridor, just as expected, some 26 meters separating Cygnus from its capture point.
Station Cygnus has resumed approach to the capture point. Monitor approach within 30 meters per step 7 and 1.102.
Station copies, in work.
"24 meters away. Cygnus' systems functioning as advertised. No issues reported. So far, a perfect approach."
Houston Station, space to ground 2, Block Bravo, no change on monitor 3. On monitor 1, the circle is centered on the corridor and the light is centered in the circle.
We copy. That's a nominal report.
Just about 21 meters separating Cygnus XL from its capture. The station's robotic arm poised to move in to grapple the grapple fixture on the Northrop Grumman cargo craft that will complete its 4-day journey. Once again, we've hit a handover between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll regain our downlink video from the station here momentarily. Cygnus slowly but surely moving in for its capture, now just 18 meters away.
Houston Station, space to ground 2, inside of 20 meters, Block Bravo call. On monitor 3, the light is within the corridor. Vehicle size matches the outline. The light is centered in the circle, and the circle is centered in the corridor. Monitors 1 and 3 match.
We copy. Good report.
We're about 7.5 minutes away by the clock to our expected capture time. Some 15 meters now separating Cygnus from the point at which it is expected to be grappled by the Canadarm2 robotic arm under the operation of Johnny Kim and Zena Cardman at the robotic workstation in the cupola. It has been a very, very smooth rendezvous since the recomputed rendezvous burn plan began to be executed last night by the Northrop Grumman engineers in Dulles, Virginia. All of the milestones en route to the station have been met per the revised timeline, setting ourselves up for an expected capture at around 6:18 a.m. Central Time, 7:18 a.m. Eastern Time. The word now from the flight control team is that Cygnus has arrived at its capture point. It is at a range of about 17 meters away from the station. Cygnus now will be configured basically into a quiescent mode so that there are no inadvertent thruster firings during the time frame that Johnny Kim begins to extend the Canadarm2 robotic arm for grapple. Northrop Grumman reporting that all of Cygnus XL's systems are now configured for capture.
Capture point hold for step 8 in 1.102.
Mission copies in work.
This is Mission Control Houston. We're expecting a resumption of downlink video from the International Space Station momentarily. The Cygnus XL spacecraft that has performed perfectly since a recomputed burn plan was uplinked to the vehicle yesterday.
Capture conditions are confirmed. The crew is ready for Cygnus capture, and we will pick up in 1.110 step 4. On your go.
Roger, and stand by for capture.
With just 12 meters separating Cygnus from the International Space Station.
And station, you are go for Cygnus capture sequence, step 4 in 1.110, Cygnus capture. Begin monitoring the backaway cue card.
Station copies. We are go for the capture sequence, picking up in procedure 1.110, step 4, backaway cue card now applies.
And with that call, Johnny Kim will begin to extend the Canadarm2 robotic arm toward the grapple fixture on Cygnus. This view from the end effector camera on the Canadarm2 robotic arm, looking right at the grapple fixture on the Cygnus XL, flanked on either side of its fuselage by the UltraFlex solar arrays. Cygnus and the station currently crossing the southwest coast of Africa, moving from southwest to northeast. Johnny Kim at the controls operating the Canadarm2 robotic arm. And the report is that Cygnus is rock solid, holding steady, awaiting its capture. We're just a moment or two away from seeing the station's thrusters inhibited to prevent any inadvertent firings during the time frame that the Canadarm2 is moving in for its grapple. Just a couple of additional steps here to make sure that all of the station systems are configured properly before Kim begins to move the Canadarm2 in for its grapple. This is the view from the end effector camera on Canadarm2, looking directly at that grapple fixture. Space station now has been commanded into free drift. All thrusters are disabled.
Houston Station, for your awareness, we are beginning our approach.
We copy.
Canadarm2 now in motion. It's go time for Johnny Kim. Cygnus holding very, very steady. Good motion from the arm reported by the robotics officer here in Mission Control. Just a couple of meters away from grapple. Two meters. Just 1 meter now. And defector approaching the pin. We have soft capture now awaiting snares. And the snares have closed. Signal arrival, Cygnus now at the International Space Station. Grapple time at 6:24 a.m. Central Time, 7:24 a.m. Eastern Time. The International Space Station was flying over the southeastern Congo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, at the time of capture. Once again, capture timed at 6:24 a.m. Central, 7:24 a.m. Eastern Time. Cygnus's journey to the station now complete, and soon will be attached mechanically to the Unity module of the International Outpost. So all of the rendezvous maneuvers that were based and executed from a revised burn plan that began to unfold late last night were conducted flawlessly by Cygnus. All of its systems performed perfectly, arriving at the station for a grapple at 6:24 a.m. Central Time, 7:24 a.m. Eastern Time.
And station on 2, Cygnus capture complete. Go for Cygnus post-capture reconfiguration. A big congratulations to the NASA and Cygnus teams for a successful Cygnus launch, rendezvous, and capture. Adapting and overcoming unforeseen challenges is something we do at NASA, and I'm very proud to be a part of this team. I'd like to hand the comm over to my crewmate and friend, Mike Fink, who has something very special to say about NG-23.
Yeah, today we welcome aboard the SS William C. McCool. Willie, yeah, he was my astronaut classmate, class of 96, fellow Sardine. He's a gifted pilot, a devoted crewmate, and a man of deep humility whose life continues to inspire us. To see a ship bearing his name safely arrive at the station is a reminder that his courage and kindness are still circling our beautiful planet Earth. Willie and his STS-107 crewmates gave their lives in the pursuit of science, and the experiments they carried aloft continue to shape research today. So, to the teams at Northrop Grumman and NASA who made this mission possible, thank you for the care and dedication that keep us supplied and connected with home. Every cargo transfer bag, every experiment, every piece of hardware and spare part inside this Cygnus carries your hard work and our gratitude. Willie's legacy lives on in this moment, in our mission, and in the future that we're building together in low Earth orbit and onto the moon and Mars.
And thanks for that, folks. And from us, a huge congratulations from the team here in Houston and our partners on what is the 51st catch using the Canadarm2. Capturing the SS McCool, as you said, brings aboard important science and supplies that will allow you to continue our mission of discovery on station. Mike, thanks for your words about your friend and our late NASA colleague, Commander William McCool, the namesake of this incredible vehicle. We all think he would have been really proud of the collaboration and perseverance that made this mission a success. Thank you all.
With Cygnus in the firm handshake of the Canadarm2 robotic arm, those words first from Johnny Kim of NASA congratulating the Northrop Grumman NASA team for the flawless rendezvous and capture of Cygnus that occurred at 6:24 a.m. Central Time, 7:24 a.m. Eastern Time, and Mike Fink chiming in with words of tribute to the late NASA astronaut Willie McCool, who lost his life in the Columbia accident on February 1st, 2003. Cygnus bearing McCool's name, soon to be mechanically attached to the Unity module of the International Space Station. With Cygnus having been captured by the Canadarm2 robotic arm just a few minutes ago, it will be about an hour and a half to 2 hours before it is mechanically attached to the Unity module on the Earth-facing side of the U.S. segment of the International Space Station. In the meantime, joining us here on console is Bill Spetch, the International Space Station Program's Operations Integration Manager. Bill, thanks for joining us today. A day late, but not a dollar short. Better late than never. Cygnus safely in the grasp of the Canadarm2. Give us a little insight into what transpired over the last 24 to 36 hours that revised the plan to enable Cygnus to come home safely here.
Yeah, as you guys know, it's a very intricate planning exercise that we have to go through to arrive at space station and rendezvous at a very specific point in space. And so when we had a couple of issues with a couple of burns getting cut short, that caused that trajectory to be off. And so it takes some time to go replan that and making sure that we could arrive at station safely. So the teams took the requisite time to do that replanning, and we ended up here this morning getting successfully captured.
In the end, the spacecraft, the Cygnus itself, performed as advertised, as it was supposed to in its software protection, if you will. Can you give us a little more information about exactly what happened and how Northrop Grumman's engineers worked in concert with NASA to revise this plan?
Sure. The Cygnus spacecraft has a number of monitors that it watches to make sure that everything is going healthy. In this case, there was one specific parameter that appeared to be just off late in these burns that we had cut off. And so that worked exactly as expected, monitoring a current into the engine. And when it does that, it shuts off the burn. And now we're a little bit short on where we needed to be. And so that causes us to actually race out farther in front of the station as opposed to slowing down and coming up underneath it. So we had to do a bit of a racetrack maneuver to burn, then to get above the station, come around behind it, and come back down below to catch up again.
So with today's arrival,